I'll probably go back on when I was like, I think like my life changed, bro, a lot. Well, one when mom kicked me out, that changed, but I think my life changed when I was like 18, 19. I just tell myself, like, you know what, bro? Concentrate on you. Fucking don't sell drugs. Don't get into that shit. And stop caring about what other people say about you. And just do you and just concentrate on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's it, bro. I think because like I think like when we're young, will be my experience when I was young, I always wanted to fit in. I always wanted to be with the crowd. You know what I mean? Because like I didn't have a family, I had nobody, so I always was trying to fit in. I think from like 15 to like 17, bro. 17, 18. I was always like with the crowd and all that shit, like tagging and doing a whole bunch of shit. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have my own personality, you could say, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't have my own personality, so I was a follower. There we go. So when I was like 19, 20, dude, I did a whole bunch of stupid shit, bro. Just to try to be cool, try to impress the females that I never got. You know what I mean? Like try to impress them, try to do a whole bunch of stupid shit, bro. That he could have gotten me fucking jail time for a bunch of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, bro. I think I would change all that shit, bro. And then I think like when I was like 20. 23, bro, around there. Like after I had my kid, that's when my life changed. That's when I went like around there, bro. I think that when I met my girl and then with my kid.
So you think that's when you became like a man right there?
Yeah, oh fuck yeah, bro. Like
Yeah.
100%. No. You know what, bro? I think when I became like a man, like when I was like 100%, bro, was when I got with my girl and I had to take care of her. You know what I mean? And I had to man up because now when my mom kicked me out of my pad, bro, it was just me. So I didn't really give a fuck if I eat, if I didn't eat, where I slept. You know what I mean? If I had a spot to stay, I didn't care. I was young, I was dumb. You know what I mean? And I wanted, and I didn't really care about none of this shit. I didn't even give a fuck if I was gonna wake up the next day. You know what I mean? I didn't give a fuck. I was living for the day. But when my girl's parents kicked her out of the house, bro, and my girl hit me up, and she was like, "Hey, you know what? Hey, man, my parents kicked me out. Fucking now I don't know where to go. Blah blah. This I had two choices. I could have either been like, you know, oh man, fuck, I already hit, dude. I'm sorry, or be a man and stood there.
Yeah.
And I stood there, bro. You know what I mean? So
you could have done the same thing like these other guys be doing.
The same thing that my dad did to my mom. Like when my
it?
mom was like, "Yo, I'm pregnant," my dad was like,
"Deuces,
dude, about son, second, about." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that fool just gone. So, yeah, bro. Like I think like since the question you asked me, bro, I think that when I had no other choice, bro, but to man up is like that. And then when I remember when my girl told me like, "Hey, you know what? I'm pregnant." And when she told me I was pregnant, like, mind you, bro, I had parents growing up. I met my mom when I was 8 years old. 8. Yeah. I didn't know my mom. And this lady beat the shit out of me because she hates men. Damn. You know, like a feminist?
Yeah.
Like she hates men, bro.
Damn.
And so she whooped my ass. So everything that every dude did
She's
to
a
her.
Man hater and shit.
Man hater, bro. So whatever guy did to her, she would take it out on me. Damn. That's 100, bro. So I grew up with no love. I grew up with no nothing. So my mom whipped the shit out of me until I was 16. When I was 16, I was 250 pounds, dog. I was 250. I was a fat ass, dog. I was like 250.
Definitely 6 feet tall. Bitches, not just playing.
6 feet tall, bro.
6 feet tall.
I was 6 feet. I'm 6'2" now. So I was 6 feet tall. And I remember when my mom couldn't whoop my ass no more.
Damn.
And she couldn't whoop me no more. Like I remember one day when she came with a belt, and she was like, and I just stood there and just taking it. Dude. That's when she was like, you know what, pack your shit and get the fuck out of here.
She didn't like that shit?
She didn't like that shit because she couldn't hurt me no more.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So I remember about packing my shit. And then I booked. But then, you know what I mean? So, but then that was when I was 15, 16, no, I was 16. But when I met my girl and I became a dad, when I became like responsible. That's when I stopped giving the rat's ass about what people thought about me, I stopped giving a fuck who liked me. I stopped giving a fuck if I fit in, if I didn't fit in. I didn't give a fuck who led my life, who was in my life. All I cared about was my girls. You know what I mean? I remember when my daughter was born, bro, I became fucking Terminator. My fucking mission was to fucking protect her. Like my daughter became John Connor, and I was fucking Terminator. Like my mission is to protect you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No matter what life threw at me, no matter what came my way, I keep going. That's the reason why a lot of people ask me now, but they're like, "Hey, bro, like this dude at the gym, hey, bro, you've been through so much in your life. You've been through heart surgery, leg surgery, back, homeless, car accidents, a bunch of shit, bro, and you still fucking here at the gym, giving it your all." And I always tell everybody the same shit. My daughter, my kid, you know what I mean? My kid, like, she gives me the strength to keep going, bro. So yeah, I think in my life when I went from a child mentality to like a man to like an adult. There we go, like an adult was when my mom kicked me out of the house and I had to. But when I had a man, be a man was for when I got with my girl and I became a dad. And when I became a dad, that's when I was like, fuck. Now I got 3 mouths to feed, my girls and myself. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro, like that shit right there, bam. So I was just like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's wild.
but yeah, but you know what? If I go back in time, to be honest, a lot of people will say, I would change a lot. I think I would just prepare myself, bro. I wouldn't change nothing because I believe that everything I've been through in my life made me who I am now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All that shit, because when my mom kicked me out, because I'm going to be honest with you, bro, okay? Like I said before, when I was a young bug, bro, I wanted to fit in and I wanted to be cool and I would do anything for my homies, right?
Yeah.
But when my mom kicked me out of my house, guess what, buddy? My homies were gone. There wasn't really my homies. You know what I mean? So when I really needed help, nobody was there. So that's when I started realizing that, hey, man, you know what, bro? I don't really think this was on my friends. Because when I was doing good, everybody was there. But when I hit rock bottom,
nobody was there.
Nobody was there.
Yeah, that's how it is, though.
You know what I mean? I remember there was one chick, bro. I was going to high school, and this girl, man, she was my friend in high school. Out of everybody, I would chill with, I would smoke with, because back in the days I would drink with, bro, and all that. For all of this chick was like, hey, you know what? You could stay with me until you find a spot. I stood with them, like the mom was cool with me. I stood there for like a week. A week with them, bro. Damn. And then after that, boom, bro, I left. I went to my other homie house, and I went to it was like just three fools that helped me out, and then bam, bro. And then after that, bro, I did it on my own, bouncing house to house, and then I got a fake ID. Since I was a big dude and all that, they never questioned me. They thought I was already like in my 20s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, bro. But yeah,
did you drink back then, though?
You know what, bro? I think I drank when my mom kicked me out from like. I think I wouldn't drink a lot, like pounds, but I would drink like shots. I never drink beer. I remember I would drink Jack Daniels.
So you would never get like
drunk? No, I would get buzzed, but I think one time when I got like really drunk, and that was the last time I fucking drank. I remember I used to live in Hollywood, bro, and we're in this fucking it's called Barnesdale. It's like it's a museum. And at the back is like a whole bunch of graffiti, bro. It's called the Landmark. I forgot what the crew goes up there. And I remember I got fucking so fucking drunk, dude. Like drunk as fuck, bro. Like super duper drunk, dude. And I remember I got into my feelings, dude. And I was like, oh, why did my mom kick me out of the house? Why is this? And why nobody love me? And where's my dad? And fucking shit like that, bro. And the next day, thank God there was no cell phone, so I was that shit would go fucking. That shit would have got viral, bro. Fucking right now, everybody would have been recording me, bro.
For real.
And then like. And after that, bro, I was like 16, bro.
I think that was in the thing back then,
bro. So after that, like the next day, my homies told me, and I remember, bro. And I remember, and I was like, you know what? And I remember, I was like, you know what? I swear to God, and everything I love, I will never drink again. I will never get drunk. None of that shit. I will never make a fool out of myself. I will never, ever, because, yeah, to me, bro, I want people to respect me. instead of being somebody's clown, instead of being light, instead of being all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Light gets you used, bro. Fear gets you killed, but respect gets you fucking by, bro.
Hey, that's something.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I always felt that way, bro. But yeah, it's just like I think like whatever you go in life, it changes you, bro. Like they say in Spanish, cada vergazo te cambia, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, when I became a dad, that's when like my life just changed. But I've been a dad for 20 years. My daughter turns 20 next week, bro.
So, but do you still think you're the Terminator? Yeah.
Oh, to this day, why do you think I keep going and going, bro?
Shit.
Why do you think I go to the gym?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think I go? Because see, my fucking mission is to take care of my kids. I want to grow old and see my grandkids, bro. I want to play with my grandkids. I want to tell my grandkids, hey, man, brother, I want, you know what I mean? Like, I want to see the fruits that I planted, bro, with my kid. That's why I hit the gym every day. When a lot of people tell me, like, look, but when I went through heart surgery last year, bro, triple bypass, dog, I didn't even know that I needed heart surgery, bro. From one day to another one, bro. In 2 months, the doctor told me in six to a year, bro, you'll be back at the gym. I told her, look at me, you don't know me, son. In 2 months, dog. 2 months, I was back in there, dog. Weak as fuck. Weak, but I was there. Then after that, I got into a car accident. Baffled with the disc on my back, fucked up my leg, and more surgery.
Damn.
Bad, the doctor told me you might not walk again, big dog.
Oh shit.
I was like, damn, for real? Big dog, yeah, and if you do, you're gonna be bad. Again, look at me. You don't know me, son. After that, bro, I was out of the gym for 2 months, bro. 2 months. Bam. After that, therapy, I'll go to therapy. They showed me how to walk again and do all that shit. They were like, you know what, bro, after your surgery, you know that? You lost your balance. So I lost my balance. I'm getting my shit back. I'm getting shit back. I could have fucking quit a long time ago, but I'm fucking terminated, bro. Why? Because I got my girls to take care of. That's why I understand when there's dudes out there like my bitch ass dad, that they walk away from their kids, bro. There couldn't be no way that I would walk away from my kid, bro. There's no way that I could be like, you know what, this is too hard for me. I can't do this. Like, if you split with your chick, you split with your chick, but you don't split with your kid. Your kid is for life. Until fucking the last breath you take, until the last pump of blood your fucking heart gives, that's it, bro. But me, well, I could fucking still come back, I'm gonna come back. No matter what life throws at me, bro. Like The Rock says, don't sing it, just bring it, bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, real shit, bro. I think, like, as a young buck, like, to me, bro, since you asked me this question, since I didn't have any parents as a kid, I didn't have nobody to run to and cry to. So when life went hard for me, I took it like a fucking man. I G'd up as a 16-year-old kid. You know what I mean? So when my mom kicked me out, bro, I was in the streets by myself, bro. Like, literally by myself, dude. And sleeping in the fucking roof. And I was thinking, like, what is crying gonna do? Nothing. So as a young age, I learned, my boy, don't think about the problem. Think about the fucking solution to this fucking problem.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Don't think about it. Don't dwell on this shit. This shit's gonna make you strong. And I always, as a young kid, always told myself, like, bro, like, this is just like a little storm. The sun is gonna be brighter. You know what I mean? And all that shit. The same thing when I got with my girl and we were going through obstacles and a lot of shit. I was like, hey, man, this is just temporary. I bet you that one day we're gonna do this and one day we're gonna have this, but we're like at the bus and we couldn't afford shit. I'll be like, you know, one day we're gonna have cars, just party, one day we're gonna have a crib, one day we're gonna have this. Because I always been a fucking dreamer, dog. Even when I was just eating sardines. You know, with a fucking cab, bro. I was thinking like one day, bro, she's gonna be.
You saw him as a steak meal.
For real, it's like a steak for like, hey, for fucking sirloin steak right here, dog. You know what I mean? Fucking $2 the can. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, yeah, bro, because I never really.
So you always been like this? Because since I met you, I always tell you, Rob, like, you always dream too big.
Always.
Like,
a lot of my
about
homies.
The yachts and I be like, dude, just
nonsense. Like, a lot of people, like, look, a lot of my homies, like, I remember when Mark kicked me out, bro, and I remember I was chill with some other cats, like, they were going through the same thing. And I remember I would be like, hey, you know what, bro, like, one day, if I'm gonna be out of this, I'm not gonna be in the streets. I'm gonna give you my apartment. I'm gonna give you my apartment. I'm gonna give you some bitches. I'm gonna be fucking my apartment, bro.
Oh yeah, that's the mission.
Like real shit, because I was a young buck, bro. And I was like, I'm gonna have some bitches, bro.
All day, every day.
All day, every day. And I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and this and that. But and I always have my friends were like, yeah, right, fool, we fucking do this and do that. And so then after that, I noticed that the people that I hanged around with, bro, they wasn't really about shit. Like, they like being in that situation. They like being there, bro. And I'm not like that. I'm a go-getter, bro. I don't just sit there and be like, well, fuck it, dog. This is it. Nah, fuck that. You know what I mean? Go get that shit. You want something? Go get it. It's up to you, bro. Nobody else. You know what I mean? So even when I was in my lowest, bro, I never saw myself like that. Because if you see yourself like that, you stay like that. That's what you tell in your mind. So I've always been a dreamer. I've always been a big believer of like, hey, you want something in life, go get that shit. You know what I mean? And I always felt like when I was a bum, bro, not a bum, but when my kicked me out and I was on the street, bro, I was thinking like one day I'm going to have my own family. One day I'm going to have my own crib. One day I'm going to have my own kids. One day I'm going to have my own girl and I'm going to show them love. Watch. And shit thinking just positive, bro. A lot of people think like positive is a joke and it's like, nah, you think positive. No matter, bro. No matter what fucking the dark is, how dark the night got for me. I kept thinking positive, bro. I kept thinking like, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna do this. And I did it, bro. 16, did it to my 20s, became my dad, had no clue how to be a fucking dad. Now my kid is going to university, bro, his second year.
You're going to CSUN, huh?
CSUN, bro, you know what I mean? So like I always say, bro, it's your mentality. It's not where you come from. It's where you want to be at. It's where you see yourself at. It's not where everybody else sees you at. Nah, it's where you see yourself at, bro. That's what fucking matters, bro. Because look, man, I was fucking 250, 6 feet tall when I was 16. I was in the street. I could have been knocking motherfuckers out, bro, robbing them, jacking them, dude, and blaming them like, oh, because I ain't got no parents. I would have been in and out of jail, bro. But maybe I didn't, because I remember when my mom kicked me out, she said this: I know one day I'm going to see you in jail or in the morgue. Because you're nothing but a piece of shit.
That's crazy, bro.
And that's it. But then after that shit stood in my head. So I was like, fuck that. I'm going to show that lady that I ain't about that. And bam, bro. You know what I mean? So.
Do you still talk to her until this day? Or?
You know what, bro? To be honest with you, I didn't talk to my mom for years and years and years and years. And I tried to talk to her when my daughter was born. And my mom told me, fuck you. I don't want to talk to you. Yeah, And then when I went to my heart surgery, and I remember I was at the doctor, she hit me up. And then she was, hey, you know what? I want to start talking to you. So I could have been an asshole, bro. I'd be like, you know what, man? Fuck you, dude. Where were you at? Where were you at when I needed you? You know what I mean? But
yeah, I would have been. Yeah. So you forgave her then?
Nah, I didn't forgive her. I just put that pain because that was killing me. So I did it more for me. I didn't do it for like, oh, I forgive you, man. Let's have a relationship. No. I forgave her for me, so I could put that to rest. So I could put that because that was killing me. You know what I mean? So like I said, like in my videos, like, you know, sometimes you have to advance in life, you have to let go. And yes, sometimes, you know, I sit there and I talk to her, but I never tell her I love you. And she tells me I love you. I don't respond, bro, because I don't believe it. You know what I mean? Like she sits there, like tries to talk to me and this and that, but like I see like it's fake. I see like you're getting older. You know you're gonna die, and you want to clear your conscience, but that ain't gonna work with me because you fucked me up. And just because I'm a strong individual, bro, I didn't let that shit get to me, bro. You feel me? Because when I was growing up, I always told myself this, dude, and I always talk to myself, you know, and I always used to tell myself like, when we have a family, you're just gonna have kids with one chick. That's it. You're gonna stick it in. You're gonna just be a dad. You're gonna, no matter what fucking life throws at us, we're not gonna quit. We're not gonna back down. And then I started watching wrestling, and I remember a lot of people ask me, why do I like wrestling?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why do you like wrestling?
I remember one day because, you know, I was on the streets, right? And so my mom used to whoop my ass. I always felt like a puny, like a weak little kid, right? So I remember one day The Rock, because I was watching wrestling forever, but when I really started watching wrestling was one day when The Rock came out. When he was already The Rock. Like at first, you know, he came out as Maravilla, But then we came as The Rock, and The Rock came out talking all that shit, and blah, blah, this, and lifting the eyebrow, and Rudy Poo, candy ass, and all that shit. And I was like, damn, this motherfucker talks nonsense. People respect him. This motherfucker's big. Look at this motherfucker, dude. Damn, this motherfucker's whooping ass. I want to be like that dude. And then every time I see him, like everybody was like Stone Cold and all that shit.
Yeah.
And I remember I used to sit there, bro, like my boys used to make fun of me. He used to be, what the fuck you like The Rock? And I was like, is this fool talks? He just talks, believes in himself, and believes what he says, and he's just out there like, he doesn't give a fuck about what nobody else thinks. He's just himself. And that's how I started liking shit, you know what I mean? Then I remember I was like, you know what, one day I'm gonna be big and I'm just gonna whoop some ass.
Yeah, damn.
And that's how I started watching that shit, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, but I believe that in life is all up to you, bro. Like what kind of fucking mentality you have. Because I've been broken, bro. Like life came, like real shit as a young bug, dog. Came, whooped the shit out of me. To this day, is whooping my ass, dog. But I fight back. But I don't give up. I keep going and going, bro. I could have quit a long time ago. I could have been a weak ass dude and took 2 shots in the fucking head at night and say this is too hard for me. But then who's gonna take care of my girls? You know what I mean? And then the way I see it is this, bro. When you quit, all that bullshit you went through is for nothing, then. All the cries, all the fucking nights of hunger, and all those cold nights, and all that for what, bro? You used to fucking quit one day? And not to see where you really gotta be in life. That's why I keep going and going, bro. Because if I give up now, the fuck, all that shit I've been through,
for nothing.
Bro? For nothing, bro.
Basically.
For nothing. So a lot of people say, I'm walking through hell, man. I'm a quit. So you're just gonna burn? Why you gonna quit when you're walking through hell? Keep going, bro. Get out of that shit.
Yeah, you're already in there.
You're ready to get out. You know what I mean? So like, I had choices, bro, in life. You know what I mean? Like, cause like for example, you know, when I met you, I've always been positive. I've always been so positive. I have lost a lot of friends because I am the way I am. Like real shit. Like people like, hey, bro, like I remember.
But that's the reason you said that's why your circle, like, you know.
My circle got smaller, bro.
Because they haven't gone through the shit.
They haven't gone through a lot of shit. They don't appreciate life like I do, bro. I had to start from the bottom a bunch of times, bro. I had to. Just last year, bro, I had to learn how to walk again. How to stand again, bro. Nobody know that shit. You know what I mean? I could have just been like, the one the doctor told me, you know what, Rob, you know, you might not be able to walk again. My mentality could have been like, fuck it, man, that's it, bro. Fuck, I'm gonna be in the wheelchair. Nah. The same day I told my girl this is real shit. I said, you know what? Give me 4 months. And I'll be back at it again. And I remember, bro, when I would go to the doctor, I would pass by my gym. Because you know you have to get to the 105 to go to the gym. And then I remember I would go to the gym and I'll pass by and I'll be like, I'll be back. I'll be back, man. And I always, because you always have to visualize yourself, bro. Always, like, I'm a fucking strong believer, dog. And I always visualize myself back at the gym, dog. I always visualize myself. Now, after a hard thing, food that I had and all that, I'm doing rollers, bro. The one for your abs. Man, doing that shit. I'm in that fucking gym from 5 o'clock in the morning to 7:45 in the morning, dog. Every fucking day, I don't fucking miss except Sundays. Because even God rests on Sundays. So the big dog rests on Sundays, dog. You know what I mean?
For real.
So I rest. But yeah, bro, like if I go back in time, like I would change a little thing, but the major stuff, nah, bro. Because all those obstacles and all that bullshit made me who I am. And even the people that fucked me over, they showed me not to ignore the red flags on people, bro, too. You know what I mean? Like everything you go in life, bro, I've been to I hit rock bottom. I fucking hit rock bottom so many times, but I didn't stay there. Because my mentality that I have, I'm like, no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, bro, it took me years and sacrifice and fucking tears and being scared, but I fucking did a lot, bro. And I'm blessed. Because yeah, bro, and I've been through a lot of bullshit in my life, but also God has always been there, bro, guiding me and helping me and making me a stronger dude because I am strong. like there's this guy from Venezuela, man. I talked to at the gym. You know him, the tall guy, Hispanic dude.
Probably,
Yeah, he said he seen you. Him, like he told me, he's like, you know what? He's like, you know, I would have quit, man, a long time ago, man. Like the stuff that you do, go sometimes, you know, my arm hurts or this, and I don't come, and I think about you, and that's why I do these videos for it. That's why I think positive. I don't give a fuck about the negative people. It's the people I could change that matter, bro. If I could just change, or just somebody could just listen to my message, bro. You change somebody's mind, you're really doing your job, bro. You know what I mean? And that's how life is, though. Like, you could go through a lot of shit in life, bro. But it's up to you. I might bend, but I won't break, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you just gotta keep going and going, bro. Because also what I see too is like, there's other people out there that got it worse than you.
Yeah,
there's other people out there that got it worse than me, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like, why am I gonna bitch and complain? There's people that went to bed yesterday, but didn't wake up today. But we did.
We did, yeah.
Why are we bitching? Why are we complaining?
That's true.
There's people, people out there that can't walk, can't see, can't do a lot of shit, but we can. Why are we complaining, bro? It's up to us, bro, that we want to change, but yeah, man, that's where I come from, bro, since you asked me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man, like, I've been through a lot of shit. I was a young buck.
Hey, I respect, man. I respect you.
Thanks, bro.
Because you got through a lot of stuff, bro.
It's a young buck. Like, I never had no love for nobody, bro. And I think that's the reason why. Thanks, man. That's the reason why, you know, I only care about my kid, dude. That's it. Like she's the one that gives me the fuel. She's the one that gives me the strength. She's the one that just motivates me, bro. She doesn't know how much she motivates me. I'm in the fucking gym, dog, every day, and I don't talk to nobody. Like, literally, bro. I'm like a quiet dude now. I just go in there, just bust my ass, and come home, and that's it. Like, sometimes there comes a stage in life, bro, when you just gotta stop giving a fuck about other people, and just start worrying about you. Because you know why, bro? You know why I say that? Because when I was doing good, and I was a young buck, all my homies was there. When I needed them, nobody was there. Everybody just left, bro. Like roaches when you chill on the lake. Yeah. Scattered. You know what I mean? Gone. Around some dudes start acting like nunchucks, going behind your back, dog. You know
that's how it be?
Yeah, that's how it is, bro. So that's why, bro, like, life has shown me a lot. God has shown me a lot, bro. Sometimes, you know, we're like, why this, or why am I going through this and that? You're like, once of them make you stronger. Second of all, he shows you what kind of people you're hanging around with, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes we're like, no, they're cool people, and they're not. Like, sometimes people hurt us because they're not meant to be in our lives. And that's real shit, dog. You know, like, there was this guy that asked me one day at the gym, man. He's some old guy, man. He was like, hey, he was asking me the same thing about my childhood. He goes, hey, you used to be like a crazy guy, huh? And this is before I had all this ties, bro. I think I only had like...
I was about to say, probably that's why he asked.
You know, like, I think I only had like my daughter's footprints, my scorpion that I had since I was 18.
Oh, okay.
And
so all of this is new, huh?
The Jesus... Mm-hmm. Is this one's kind of old already, but everything around it is new.
Oh, okay.
This right here is new.
Cause I seen your post that when you go to the tattoo shop,
is new.
that you be
All
going
of
to
this
the
is
shop.
new. Like, a lot of people ask me, what are your tattoos, dog?
Mm-hmm.
Like the Reaper right here with the cemetery. Mm-hmm. This guy is coming for me, but this guy right here, he's waiting for me. Mm-hmm. And while I'm here on earth, I should say, hear or say or speak no evil.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit, that's tough.
You know what I mean? And like this crow right here, he was tired of being bad, so he's coming to the good side. And then this guy's right here, he's like, come through, my boy.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? They're right
so
here.
it has, like, the tattoos have meaning.
Yeah, of course. And then right here in the back,
tattoos.
And then right here in the back, it's a good angel that's representing this bird. And then I have an evil angel, that's the crow. See, in the back is a war going on. I got my St. Michael.
Damn.
This guy right here in the cross. I got St. Michael on my back.
Good and evil is fighting.
Yeah, it's a fight in my inside. That's me. That's why this is good, This is like the dark side. My whole tattoos. I don't just go get tattoos, bro. Like because I want to be cool and I'm a douche. Nah, bro. Like my shit's got meanings. And then right here, I got the Egyptian god of the death. You know what I mean?
Well, who's a horn?
Right here, dog. Bam. That's bam. So all my tats got meanings. If I don't just go over there and go like, I want everything got a meaning.
But it's tight the way you have it in your body, like
it's like, and it's crazy because they peep game, bro. Peep game.
I never noticed. I just saw tats, but now that I see it, it's
like for example,
the story
like,
behind
here, like the pearly gates.
You open going to
the
heaven.
doves. Yeah, you see, you open up and the doves, and then right here got death. You got the crows. Yeah. And the tree. So right here's the good, the doves, the crows.
The crows. That's just wild.
Yeah, bro.
It's crazy.
Then I'm gonna get some other tats right. I'm gonna get all blasted, dog. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go to the gym. That's why I'm going hard, bro.
So the scorpion, what is it like?
I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, you're a Scorpio?
Scorpio.
But the scorpions like has venom, though.
Yeah. Venom, dog. So don't fuck with me. I'll burn your whole house out. Like I'm a nice guy, but deep inside is Michael Myers, bro. You know?
What's that, man?
Yeah, so that's why, you know what, like I'm always trying to be a good guy, and I always trying to stay calm, and I always, because when I get mad, like I get mad, dog, but you know, that's a whole different chapter, a whole different story, but yeah, dude, you know, and growing up has been hard, but I wouldn't change shit, dog, because if I would change anything, then I wouldn't be who I am.
So that answers your question about if you had the opportunity to go back in time, will you change it? No.
Nah, you know what? No, I'll just probably tell myself, if I go back in time, I'll probably tell myself, like, don't believe everything people tell you. Yeah. Stop falling in love so quick, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? Stop trusting people so quick. You know, and second, man up, like, be strong. You know what I mean? Don't give up even the darkest nights. Always go through, bro. And I always believe that, dude. Like, I remember when I was in the doctor, they were gonna fucking open me up, bro. Never all my homies, not my homies, because none of my homies went, but like my family members. And I remember I was like talking positive, dude. And then they were like, bro, you're about to go to the biggest fucking surgery, and you're over here like nonchalant. And I was like, what am I supposed to do? Think negative, be crying and be thinking the worst? Nah, if I always run my mouth about being positive, run your mouth until the last breath you take of being positive. And stay loyal to your soul, your homie. Whatever you spit and whatever you say, you must believe. And that's what I believe, bro. Stay positive to the last. When they say you're not gonna walk no more, you don't know me, son. Wow. Hey, man, you know what? You're not going to be able to do this. You're not going to be able to do that. Right? A lot of people will tell me from my family, nah, man, you've been through a lot. You're not going to be able to know how to be a dad. It's going to be hard for you to do this. Nah, bro. People are weak, not me. People judge you for what they can't do. And they think that you're the same. Nah, my boy. You know what I mean? Like, life is whatever you make of it. Life is whatever you change it up, man. You know what I mean? Like, you give up, that's on you. You blame others. Like, bro, I could have done a bunch of shit, ended up in jail, in and out of jail, became a super drug addict, became a whatever, bro, and blame it on my parents. Yeah. Blame it on my past, bro. And being
or dad.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, bro, like, and just blame it on dad and blame it on others. And nah, bro, there comes a time in life where you have to take responsibility for your own actions, and you have to realize and say, like I always say in my videos, ain't no superheroes here.
Superman ain't gonna save you.
Superman gonna save you. Yeah. Ain't no Spider-Man, ain't no Batman, ain't nobody. He's just you.
Ain't no God.
Ain't no God, to say that. Ain't nobody. It's just you, bro. It's just you. You make the decisions. You either get up, shake it off, and keep fighting, or you stay there, you cry, and you die, and you're forgotten. It's all about you, bro. what you want to do in life.
True.
You know what I mean? Whatever you want to do. I could have gave up a long time. I could have gave up when I was 15. I could have gave up in my 20s. I could have gave up last fucking year, bro. That last year, I think it was one of the biggest fucking years that I've been through, because I thought I was gonna lose my girls and all that shit. You know what I mean? So I've been through a lot, bro, and I'm still think the same. I'm still positive. I'm still making videos to motivate others. I'm still at the fucking gym hitting it hard. Nobody knows how fucking painful it is for me to wake up in the fucking morning in the cold and be fucking stretching and oh my fucking since my car accident, my bones hurt. You know what I mean? Fucking tooth dislocated on my lower back, dislocated on my neck. You know what I mean? And I'm out there at the gym, bro. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Like the Terminator.
Terminator, bro. Come with me if you want to live. Get on the chopper. Nah, bro, but yeah, man. So when people tell you, that's what when people tell me sometimes, oh, Rob, you know, life is hard. I never tell them, oh, no. Like, I understand it because life is different for everybody, bro. But what I tell people is this. Don't give up. Eat pussy. Don't become a pussy. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Like that, bro. Don't be a pussy. Don't give up on yourself.
Dominate the pussy.
Yeah, like don't be a pussy, bro. Don't give up on yourself. Other people are gonna give up on you. People are gonna walk away from you. People are not gonna believe in you. But as long as you believe in yourself, as long as you show up for yourself, as long as you're there for yourself, bro, you get up and you say, I'm gonna fucking keep fighting and keep fighting and keep fighting, shit's gonna work out, bro. As long as you don't fucking quit and you don't listen to nobody else, but you live your life however you want to live it, as long as you respect yourself, bro, respect others, bam, bro. But yeah, dude, that's why when there's a lot of people that's like, oh my God, I'm going through this and then I'm like, depression and this and they shut the fuck up, bro. Get up, keep going.
Yeah, yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Maybe you have too much time in your hands.
Yeah, that's why you're so depressed.
You're so depressed because you don't know. You're thinking about it. Nobody calls me. Nobody they don't call you because other people have a life and they're doing nothing. They're doing shit, so they don't have time to be on the phone. Yeah. That's why a lot of people don't understand, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like people got their own lives, but going back to the subject we were saying, bro. Yeah. What about you? Will you change anything?
Like I said, I would, but